Welcome once again into this session, and today I'm going to teach you the first law or principle that you have to master for you to be able to do what we call manifesting. And this video will be very beneficial unto you. So please make sure you're giving it a like so that it helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps with sharing this video to more audiences so that more people can learn and we grow together. So watch up until the end, and let's begin onto the content of the day. So the reason why many people don't understand what we call manifestation or how to actually attract your desired reality is because we don't really have what we call a process, a strategy on how you can actually approach this thing. Because manifesting is actually an art, and in this art it has a strategy. Everything has a strategy. Even the universe is a place of total balance and order, and for that balance and order to happen, it has principle, it has laws. So you need to have a strategy on how to approach manifestation. And today I'm going to share with you the strategy that I use to ensure that my manifestations come to me effortlessly. Okay, so the first principle of manifestation is what I like to call the law of clarity. So what is the law of clarity? So the law of clarity is whereby you have to answer two very important questions. And the first question you have to answer is, what do you want to experience physically? That is the first question you must ask yourself, and give a honest and sincere answer to that question. What do you want to experience physically? And be as clear as possible. For example, instead of saying I want to be rich, that is very vague. It does not really encompass what you really want, because when you say you want to be rich, for someone, being rich is having 100k. For another person, being rich is having 1 million. For another person, being rich is having 1 billion. So when you say you want to be rich, you are giving vague goals or vague intentions to the universe or the higher self for it to actually actualize. So be very specific. Say I want to have X amount of money. I want to have X kind of car. I want to have Y kind of house, etc, etc. So that is the first point. You must be able to decipher whatever you want to experience physically. So write it down. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter the number. Just know what you want to experience physically and in detail. That is the first bit. And then the second bit is the one that is mostly important, more than even the first bit, because the second part is what will ensure whether you will achieve the first or not. So the second question is, what do you want to experience vibrationally? What do you want to experience vibrationally? So I know for some of you that has taken you off, and you're like, what do you mean vibrationally? So let me explain what I mean vibrationally. So you have to understand the fundamental principle about life and the universe itself. And it is, everything is made up of energy. And energy is simply movement. And that movement of energy, or the movement of energetic particles, emits a vibrational frequency. And that vibrational frequency that is emitted by that movement attracts similar vibrational frequencies that resonate with it. So if you are in the vibration of fear, that fear will tend to resonate with outcomes, events, experiences that have the same frequency. So if you feel fearful, you end up attracting situations of conflict, whereby you lose things, whereby things happen the way you did not envision them, because the vibration of fear is resonating with another vibration of fearful events or outcomes manifesting in your life. So know what you want to experience vibrationally. So what do I mean by this? So the thing which you want to manifest physically, the real truth is you don't really even want that thing in of itself. What you simply want is the emotional reward that you will get after you have achieved that thing. So you don't want to be rich, you don't want a 100K. What do you want that 100K for? You want that 100K so that you can feel you are capable of providing for your needs. So what you simply need, or what you want, is to feel abundant. You want to feel secure. You want to feel able. You don't really want that X thing. You don't really want that Y amount of money. You just want the feeling that that thing actually brings. So when you know what you want to feel vibrationally, you then use what we call the law of reversibility, or the backwards law. And the law of reversibility simply states that an event or an outcome can produce a feeling or an emotion, but also a feeling or an emotion can produce an event or an outcome. Simply put, in layman's language, in the event whereby you achieve the X amount of money, you will feel a certain way. So the achievement of the X amount of money is the event, and the feeling is the emotion. So the moment you get that money, you will feel the X emotion. But the problem that comes in here is, in this kind of approach whereby you wait for the event for you to feel the emotion, you will live in separation, because you will not feel abundant, you will not feel good about yourself, you will not feel great about yourself up until you achieve that event. So your whole life, your whole being will be dependent upon some event happening, and that event might happen or not. So you live in separation whereby you feel less worthy, you feel sad up until you have achieved that. So you've placed your life, you've placed that outcome, that thing at a pedestal. But what you fail to understand is you are actually operating, or you're actually creating in the wrong way. This is how enlightened beings actually create. They use the backwards law, or the law of reversibility, because they also understand that the feeling associated with that event also has the power of bringing that event in its fulfillment. It's the same thing whereby ice can turn into water, but water can also turn into ice. It's a cycle. It's cyclical, right? So what you do is you allow yourself to feel these emotions. When you feel these emotions, you end up aligning yourself vibrationally to the obtaining of that thing, because you can never create, you can never receive anything which you are not vibrationally aligned unto. Whatever you receive currently, whatever you have in this present moment, is what you are vibrationally matched unto. So when you tune into the feeling before the thing manifests in the physical world, you are actually working on the quantum field, or the 5D and the 4D planes. Remember, the 4D planes, the 5D planes are the realms of creation, are the realms of energies and frequencies. So when you tune into the higher states, whereby you believe with unwavering belief or unwavering faith that you are already in possession of whatever you want to have at this present moment, you are actually aligning yourself vibrationally. And the moment you begin to align yourself vibrationally, the external world starts to shift now in the kind of vibrational alignment that you are in. So you have to learn how to tune into the feeling before the event. And once you do that, you will now start aligning yourself to that state. And then you start seeing opportunities, you start seeing events, you start seeing synchronicities, whereby things start aligning unto your own desires. And eventually, they will lead to the manifestation of whatever you've desired to achieve. So if you enjoyed this video, you've learned something from this video, please make sure you are giving a like and a subscription. It helps a lot with the algorithm. And if you would love to or you desire to enroll in our online self-mastery coaching sessions, message me on the number or the email on the description of this video. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay awakened.